the She Loves to Plan podcast, the podcast for the time-poor entrepreneur, the business owner spinning too many plates, and the business mum who wants to feel more successful, more accomplished, and more organised, all whilst building a profitable business. I'm Monique Svensson, founder of Perfect Planner Company and planning enthusiast, and I'm going to be sharing with you my planning hacks, goal-setting strategies, time management tips and tricks, and secrets to success. Every goal needs a plan, and I'm here to help you. Time is the most precious thing we have, and I'm going to show you how to get more of it in your busy life. No more winging it, no more feeling unaccomplished. Let's get planning, let's smash our goals, and let's build the business of our dreams, because she loves to plan. Hello, and welcome back to the She Loves to Plan podcast. Today we are going to be talking about dumping. So what do I mean by that? I mean the brain dump, not exactly what you were thinking. No, I am talking about brain dumping. It's an exercise that I absolutely love doing, and again, this is something that I swear by. You know what it's like? You're lying there at night, all these thoughts going around your head. You've got all this clutter going on. You think, I need to do this, I need to do that. And it can eat away at us sometimes. It can feel extremely overwhelming. And this might not be in business. It might be in your home life. It might be in your personal life. You know, when you look around, you might just think, gosh, that chair needs a clean, or I really must get that thing for the kitchen, or I need to go out and buy that, or I need to do this, you know, or I need to organise this for the kids. Doesn't matter what it is, there are these thoughts that niggle at us and they eat at us, and they're constantly there in our head. And if we don't get rid of them somehow, it's going to really wear us down, leave us feeling overwhelmed, and leave us in a place where actually then we can't work properly on our business. We can't work towards our goals because all these thoughts are jumbling around our heads and it's holding us back. So there's something that I like to do, and it is called a brain dump. And I think that, again, this is something that should be made into a habit. This is something that we should probably do, I don't know, maybe once a month, just to really alleviate that stress and the overload that we carry with us really on a daily basis. So to do this exercise, what I get you to do, I used to do this on a piece of paper, but people are probably way more modern than me now and probably do it on an iPad or on their phone or wherever they do it. I'm just such a pen and paper girl, and I, sadly have a clipboard and I write things down. I'm sort of referencing back to sort of a moniker again, aren't I, with my clipboard and everything. But, I can't help it. I just love writing things down. The satisfaction for me, for that pen to paper, something that you can tangibly touch and hold. I absolutely love it. But people might write on phones or whatever you want to do. It actually doesn't really matter at all. It makes no difference. The point is in the exercise that you're going to do, which is to clear your head of the clutter, which is to get rid of all those things that are bothering you, all the things that are wearing you down. Take your phone, your piece of paper, whatever it is, and I want you to walk around every room in your house. Go through every single room and have a look around you. Is there something there that's in that room that's bothering you? Right now, I'm sort of picturing walking into my living room and there's a box and it's been there for ages and it's got photographs in it. And I keep thinking, I must sort that out. I need to sort that out. I need to either put the pictures on the wall or put them into albums or whatever it is. And that box has been sat there for a while. And I kind of had to move it away for a while because Joey, the menace dog, wanted to eat the box. So I sort of moved it and hid it. And it's still there. So for me, that's one of the things that's on my to-do list that's niggling at me. So, but I want you to go around every single room in your home and have a look and think, right, what needs to be done? What is actually bothering me right now? What is taking up valuable, I should say, space in your brain? What is it? What is kind of there that's bothering you? And write it down. Go round and do this in every single room in your home. Have a look. What needs to be done? Is there something that needs to be cleared? Is there something that needs to be cleaned? Is there something that needs to be decluttered? Is there something that you wish to change? Is there something you wish to paint? Whatever it is the kids' toys in your way? Are you tripping over things? What is it? What is bothering you about all of those spaces in your home? Because in order to run a successful business, in order to run a successful life and a happy life, we need to feel that we've covered all areas. We need to feel that we are comfortable in our surroundings and that our home gives us a feeling of calm, that our home leaves us, feeling happy. We want to come down, we want to walk into our living room and think, this is our place. I'm in my happy zone right now. I feel really comfortable. And we need to feel like that in every kind of area. So I want you to go around and check all the rooms in your home and basically do one big, massive brain dump. I want you to have a little look and do all of those things and write them all down. Whether or not you're going to do anything with them, it's actually irrelevant right now. This is just about getting it all out of your head and on to paper or your phone or your iPad or whatever you're doing this on. Once you've done it, I really, really suggest that you put it down and then step away for 15 minutes, go and have a little break, and then come back to it and go round again, because I can guarantee you would have missed something the first time round. And when we do these kind of things, quite often, I don't know if you've done them before, but quite often we might judge ourselves a little bit. We might think, actually, I can't write that down because I'm a bit embarrassed that I've left that for so long. But remember, this is your list. So be as open and honest and as free as you want to be with this list. There is no judgment. Nobody's going to see it apart from you. You can write down whatever you want, and don't hold back. So go around again for a second time. And when you've done that, put the list to the side. Get rid of it, put it to the side, maybe leave it overnight. And then what I want you to do is come back maybe the next day and address this list and look at it and go, okay, so what is actually bothering me here? What is really, really important? Because now we've emptied it out of our head. We've got rid of that clutter. We've got rid of all those things that are niggling us. And I promise you will feel better. I'm sat here in this studio right now and I was talking to Jacob, the producer, and he was saying exactly the same thing, weren't you? He's nodding at me now. He was saying exactly the same thing, that, sometimes you've got all this work to do, all these things, and actually the minute you write it down, put it into a schedule, you feel better. You do feel clearer. And somehow that makes us all feel better. And when we do that, we can actually go ahead and we can be way more productive. So I want you to have a little look at this list. What actually is important to you? What really means something? What is going to make you feel better? If it doesn't actually hold that much meaning or that much value to you, can you ditch it? Because the idea is eventually we want to actually try and condense this enormous list, all this stuff that's niggling at us, all this stuff that's bothering us. We actually want to reduce it down. But go ahead and have a look through it. And maybe what I do actually is I put by the side of mine, I write a little P for priority, but you don't have to do that. You can create, it can either be a priority or you can put it into columns and say, okay, this is really, really important. This can wait. And this I can ditch altogether. And you can kind of start to categorize it a little bit and really work out what actually is important. And by doing this exercise, I promise you are going to feel so much clearer. You might have noticed, if you have listened to all of these episodes in order, that I'm taking you through a bit of a process here, because ultimately I want you in your business to be so successful. I want you to accomplish your goals. I want you to strive and, go out there all guns blazing to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. And I know that each and every one of you has got it in you. You can achieve this amazingly successful business. But if you've got a lot of clutter going on in your head, if you've got a lot of things that are bothering you, it's always going to hold you back. And until you go out there and get rid of them, either from your head or in that process, and kind of build these things into maybe a daily schedule for yourself so that you can tick them off bit by bit by bit, you're not going to go out there and actually work your business effectively. So there is a process to this, and this is the reason why I've done these in this order. And I know at the very, very beginning, at the very first episode, I spoke about that I was going to really, really help you if you're a new entrepreneur. But this is part of that step. This is part of that process. These are just some of the exercises that we need to do in order to be more productive, in order to be more effective in our business, in order that we can show up and be more visible. I mean, I'm just thinking of another example here at the top of my head. If you have a business and you do a lot of Facebook or Instagram lives, for example, and you look behind you and you've got a load of crap behind you and you think, actually, God, I've got to clear that up. I've got to clear that office. I've got to get that done. Write that down, get that on your brain dump and make that a priority, because that is really, really important, because then what people see behind you and the aesthetics of it is going to make you feel better. It's going to make you feel more confident when you show up. So that's just an example that I just came up with at the top of my head. So have a little look. And when you prioritize things on that list, when you make it your most important or your top priorities, what is going to help you in your business? What is going to help you work towards those goals? Because if, say, for example, you've been holding back on being visible on your social media because you don't like the surroundings that you're in, well, change it. You have the power to do this. This is your business. This is your life. So you need to go out there and make those changes. And doing this brain dump will really help you do that. It will help you see actually what's important and what means something. And it will help you to see what doesn't mean so much, what you can actually go and get rid of, or what can wait. And it's a really important exercise to do. So thank you for listening today. Thank you for tuning in to the She Loves to Plan podcast, where we have been talking about brain dumping. If you do this exercise, again, please, please, please do come and share it on social media. I would love to see your epic lists, because I'm sure, like many of us, our lists go on and on and on, and that's just absolutely normal. But just remember what's important and what is not. So do share it with us on social media. We are on Instagram at perfectplanner.company. You will find us there, and you can share and tag in your stories and get entered into our weekly prize draw. Thank you so much for listening. This is the She Loves to Plan podcast. If you enjoyed this podcast today, why not hit subscribe? Also, we do give away a product each and every single Monday. All you need to do is take a screenshot of either you watching this or listening to this podcast and share it to Instagram stories. Tag us at perfectplanner.company. Everybody that enters each and every single week will get put into a draw, and on Monday we will announce a winner, and you can win a product of your choice from our Perfect Planner Company store. Also, if you love Facebook and you want to get even more value from me, do please come and join us in the She Loves to Plan Business Lounge, and you'll find us hanging out over there. Don't forget to hit subscribe and tell all your friends about the She Loves to Plan podcast. You can find us on all of the podcast platforms. Thanks for listening.